What's up guys, and welcome to the last of my PS4 PS Plus Plays videos for October. And our last game is PGA Tour 2K21. So we've got a golfing game for October's PS Plus. And yeah, not too sure about that. Our first game was Mortal Kombat X, which was a good game. I like that one. But yeah, we've got last year's edition golf game, really. This came out in August 2020. I'm not a massive lover of golf. I don't really play many golf games. The last golf game I played was Everybody's Golf on the PS4. And then the last golf game that I really played before that was probably Lynx on the original Xbox, which is a really good golf game. That's a lot of fun, but yeah, I'm not sure about this. If you've never seen one of these videos, basically I play through the game, say what I do like, what I don't like. I give a thumb score where I think it's a good game, and another thumb score where I think it's a good offering. So I'm not sure what I'm in for here. So the only way to find out is to just jump in, have a little play, and give my initial thoughts of what I think. So yeah, it's not the game I was really expecting or even wanting to get, really, because I assume there's a 2K22 that's out. I don't know. I don't really kind of pay attention to the golf games at all. So I guess we just gotta take it. Really, I don't get it. My name is John. Okay. Yeah, boom. Yeah. It just doesn't look that fun to me. Oh, okay. Boom. Yes, alright, I've got a white stripe. Okay. Oh, okay. But yeah, I get it. You know, I never played a Tiger Woods game. Actually, I think I might have played one for about 5 seconds. But it's is putting. Oh, you son of a bee snitch. But yeah, it's just not. Golfing games aren't for me unless they're a bit interesting to play. Like Everybody's Golf was slightly entertaining. Yeah, there's a bit of an arcade feel to it. Oh, damn it. But yeah, definitely. Oh, you son of a. But yeah, I just don't get it, really. Yeah, alright, you friggin' dick. How's that? Is that better? Like, the game itself, it looks alright. It doesn't look too bad. Yes. Okay, I do not know what I'm doing. Very slowly. Have I got to hit a bit faster? I don't know. Oh, okay. There we go. I've got to select the correct club. That's a little bit better. Okay. No. Okay. Oh, you son of a... Yeah, you know what? Here we go, here we go. Oh, so damn close. But yeah, I can see if you're if you're into the golf games, then this is definitely going to be something that's kind of up your alley. Because you know, using the right stick to play is not too bad. Bam. Can I get it in? Can I get it in? Can I get it in? Yes. Perfect. Yeah, damn right. I've got the bloody... Okay. Oh, okay. What's a... Here we go. A sand wedge. Here we go. A splash. Here we go. That's what I'm talking about. Boom. But it looks alright. But just like when you've got these golf games, they're all a bit like. Yeah, precisely. Oh, they just get. They're just a bit dull in life. Oh, okay, that sucks. Oh. Okay. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Too much backspin, probably. No, what? Not quite. Let's try that one again. Get lost. Here we go, okay. Probably going to fail it again. But yeah, this is just for a certain person, really, who's going to enjoy this. And this is just a bit of a weird title for them to give us, like, to get actual enjoyment out of it. It's not... I don't think it's right. Okay, let's try that. But it looks alright. You know, it's a fully licensed game because EA lost it a few years ago, and you know, 2K just swooped in and kind of took it off them, which it's not bad on their part. A bit of business, you know. They kind of looks like they're getting the whole license. They've got the kind of they've more or less got the kind of whole basketball series, all kind of lined. Well, they've kind of got that market kind of cornered now. With their NBA 2K games, not a real fan of those ones. Not my cup of tea. Again, I don't mind basketball, but just a bit. Not my. It's definitely not my cup of tea. Really, I can understand if it is yours. Because you know what, I personally like. I like the NBA Street games. You know, I wish they would kind of bring that whole series back, NBA Street, because they were so much fun. Yes, we will chalk that up as a success, whoever your name is. Yes, I'm a beginner. I'm gonna stick as a beginner. But yeah, but when I'm reading here, it says. Take-Two CEO reported that the game had sold around 2 million units. whether that's more now, I assume so. Alright, let's exit to main menu. I want to see what we've got. Dismiss. So we've got my player, so I assume that's your own custom player. Divot play, drive, chip or putt to the pin as fast as you can. Right, you got some online play. You can do a whole PGA Tour, online site training, new courses. Oh, and you can create your own courses, unpublished courses. That's cool. So there's quite a bit of content for you to kind of jump in and play, really. But I assume we should just do the my player part, because that's probably the main thing that you will be playing in this game. Alright, can I have like shorts and stuff? Oh, all these brands. Oh, don't have the dollar for it. Who cares what I look like? I know I'm gonna be smashing it. Okay, this is just like my player. It's not actual to play. Okay. So if I go to the PGA Tour, a career. Okay, gotcha. Very easy. Come on. I'm gonna be crap at this. Okay, play event. Oh, yeah, it just seems a big old task just to get into a round of golf. I have to say, I am quite disappointed that we've been given a golf game for October. There, I've said it. I'm a bit annoyed that I don't have a PS5, because I really am interested in checking out the PS5 game for PS Plus, which is, was it Hell? Oh, I'm gonna have to quickly Google it. It is before Hell Let Loose. That's it, and that looks pretty good. It's like a kind of an online shooter, like massive. Don't know how many people are online and stuff, but it's like World War II type shooter. I think it's just online, but I thought that looked like an alright. Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. There we go. Alright. Boom. 101% power. Somehow I've gone beyond what I was capable of. Yeah, you can see a little bit of when that ball kind of hits the ground. Yeah, there's a bit of blur, but it might be my TV. It might be this TV I'm using, which is not my personal preference of TV. I'm using a different TV at the moment. Son of a... Cock that up. There we go. Bam. Come on, get in. Oh, I should have gone in. But yeah, it's an alright looking game. You know, it controls half decently. Oh, yeah. It's, you know, I'm not having any problems with the controls. It's probably like a lot more into it of like of using different clubs and different types of those clubs, so you can get like the right distance, and you know, you can put, you know, backspin, front spin, curve, this and that. So there's actually quite a bit to this game to play and kind of like really get a hold of. But it's, yeah, I did abuse it. But yeah, if you like golf, then this is definitely going to be something you're going to like. You know, but the courses itself, they can't, when you look at them just at a glance, they look quite nice. But actually, when you look at it, the trees look terrible. Really, surely that should be a pretty easy thing to really do, is to get good looking trees, and they've clearly not made that much of an effort of making good looking trees. Or there's a small little bit of pop up in the trees in the background. You know, the character models themselves don't look that great. But what can you do? Like, I don't know what I was expecting with this game. Really, it's kind of it's playing as I was expecting. Really, so I don't know what else I can really add to it. Apart from that, I am super crap at it. But yeah, it's definitely not a tile I would ever purchase in my life. I would never buy this game, even if it was on sale. The only way I would ever play this game is by being given it free, really. And I don't feel like I can really kind of give a half decent like review of this game, which purely the fact that I think like because I'm not a golfing fan, I feel like I'm just gonna badmouth it. But the worst thing is they give us is when they give us sporting games is when I'm a bit like, oh, why have you given us a sporting game? Because every time you more or less give us a sporting game, that's out of date because a new one's already out or the new one is about to come out. So why would you give it to us? Really? It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But it was because they were able to get it to us for a half decent price, really. And you know, it probably G's people up going, oh, I really like this one, you know what, I'm going to go check out the new one, really. But in the end, if you've been given 2K21 PGA blah blah blah, you don't have to pay the 2022 version, because you know what, it's not going to be that much different to this one. I have to say, it can't be too much different. It's just a bit of a shame. Yeah, you're damn right it is. So I'm just going to do this hole and then going to go jump out and check out some of the other modes. But it would have been like, you know, because this is all serious, it would have been nice if they kind of added a bit of like a light-hearted kind of like mode to like add a bit of more kind of like arcade fun to it, so it wasn't all too like serious golfing, because that's how you kind of bring in people who aren't like really into golfing games, where you kind of get people to play it and they're like, oh yeah, you know what, this is actually not too bad. I'm not a massive golf fan, but this game has the normal golf mode, boom, and it's got these fun kind of like lighter kind of arcade modes, which I don't have. I don't get why they don't have that. You know, we've got the Play Now, but that's just Play Online, that is. And you know what? Do I want to play online? Yeah, they might. We'll see if anyone's playing online. But it's, you know, Divot Derby. This seems like a mode that's just going to be a bit boring. You know what they should have really done is put like who, what? Okay, well, I'm going into. Is it online? I'm playing with a load of other people. What they should have really done is stuck a load of like mini golf courses in it. Now that would have been a lot of fun. So literally, you've got the PGA Career Tour, which is that local match, which you can just play with friends. Then you got your matchmaking, your online. So let's see how many golfers they've got. Yes. Okay, so you've got all these conditions. You've got there's quite a bit here. How many courses have they got? Okay, they've. So what's that? Page 1. Oh, how many? They've got quite a few courses, and they take too long to load up. Really? Oh, you know what? It just makes me not want to play it. It just feels very slow to kind of navigate the menus. I have to say, this would be interesting. Let's check out how difficult it is to make a course. Oh, a theme. Oh, okay. Alright, well, let's go in the Swiss Alps to make it lovely. And even that takes a while. Well, actually, it doesn't take too. Actually, we should. There's probably a lot more. Okay, there's not too much. So we can back out terrain layout, new course. Let's just call it G. G. That's my course name. Okay, so you can just play it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright. Alright, how do I... Oh, sculpt land. Oh, you know what? There is quite a lot to do here. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't got a clue what. Oh god, I'm adding just craters into the level. It's a bit odd when I press the X button, all the trees disappear. I have to say, the ponds, little kind of lakes, don't look too bad. They look much better than the trees. The trees just look god awful. See, this is a mode if you're into it, you could probably have a bit of fun creating probably some like slightly interesting courses, but nothing too wild. It would just, I feel like they've gone too straight edge for this game. They should have, have the straight edge, but then add a little bit of fun into it, add a little bit of craziness, and that's how you bring in people who don't really buy golf games. Have a bit of a normal and crazy kind of like course editor, really. Well, you know, why can't you have like a dinosaur in there? Something stupid like that. Something a bit mental, really. That's what I feel like. You know, why can't you have something like that in there? Because it would have been perfect. See, I don't know what I'm doing. You know what? I'm backing out of this mode. I think I'm way over my head. Think like I can make an amazing course. Alright, well, you know what? I feel like I've only played a little bit of this game, but I feel like I've played enough of it where I can go, yeah, I've played 2K21, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. Not, but anyway, I'm going to give final thoughts now on PGA Tour 2K21 because I have played enough of it. Now, the game itself, it looks okay. It doesn't look anything special, really, especially when it's like not even a year old, and it's even not really that good looking in sports game terms, really. There are much better looking sports games than this that I would probably rather play. You know, one of my personal favorite like sports games is the NHL series. I have a lot of fun. You know, I haven't bought one since probably about 16 because I feel like with some of these sports games there is no point unless you're like a really crazy person. It's buying the latest one. I used to when I was younger, but now I'm like, nah, I'll buy one and I'll play it off and on for a couple of years, and then eventually I might go, hey, I'm going to upgrade and get the new one, really. And I usually do. If I play a sports game, or if I buy a sports game, it's usually maybe an NHL game at some point, really, because there's no other sports games which really kind of, you know, yeah, there's some football or soccer games I play. I go and play FIFA, I play Pro Evolution, but now they've changed that, and I'm not sure if I can ever play it again because it's a freebie, really. They're trying to go a whole different esports route with that game. But yeah, this looks okay. It just doesn't look great, really. It looks a bit like it's more, considering the game. Our first game of the month was Mortal Kombat X. That's a 6-year-old game. This is a 1-year-old game. The 6-year-old game looks 1,000 times better than the 1-year-old game. It's actually crazy. It really is crazy. How in the hell have they made a game just not look that great, really? Surely they should be able to make it look good. Look at like NBA 2K, that looks much better. The FIFA games and all that stuff, they all look great, but why can't you have a good looking golf game? It can't be that hard. Now, where I feel like this game probably does excel is in probably its controls. The control method they used, you know, you have to be very precise of how you do it, and you can easily mess up. But where it excels is that. Oh, I messed that up. It's the controls section. It controls pretty well, even though I've poorly done that. It's pretty good in that perspective. It controls pretty well. There's a lot to kind of have. You can have a lot of fun, and actually, this mode is actually not too bad. Playing against a load of other people, just seeing a load of balls flying, race to the finish. You don't want to be last. Oh, there we go. But yeah. Oh, all right. Here we go. Get in there. But yeah, the controls are pretty good, and you can do quite a bit really with like kind of backspin and all that stuff. You can put quite a bit of different ways of how you can hit the ball really with using the stick, and you can completely mess it up, or you can get like an amazing shot. And I think they've done a pretty good job on that front. They've done a very good job of making a really good golf game in the kind of controls department. But they've just not made a good looking game. And even when you look at the kind of actual kind of level design, the problem is with golf games, they look as they look. They do. It is what it is. But when you look at the crowd, they kind of look alright. You can see them all clapping, but reconnecting, that sucks. But it's a little bit bland. The trees look god awful. They look like they're from like PS2 era. It just goes to the graphics are just very, very disappointing. And now I'm stuck reconnecting, so that just sucks. Am I just stuck in this limbo connection that's been lost? So that's annoying. Just a very disappointing game. Like, it does play alright, but it's just not that fun to play, really. Like, it's not like you're going to get your friends around and go, hey, let's play some golf. Like, what I want to know is, how do I change? Can I be? Is there any pros in this that I can choose to play as? It doesn't seem like there is, which is really poor. Like, why can't I, in a local match, go, hey, I want to be Ian Poulter, because I'm pretty sure that's his name. He's on a loading screen, professional golfer. Why can't I be him? No, I don't get it. I feel like this is lacking a lot of content. I feel like they could have actually made a pretty half decent golf game by kind of looking at, alright, what can we do to bring in people to play this game? Yeah, we'll kind of cater for the hardcore golf fans. Also, let's add it up, make it a bit spicy. Had some more like fun modes in there which people can just get in and play. And no, they've kind of just made it slightly boring. Yes, the mode I was just in before, which was like an online mode, the pivot derby, was a bit interesting. You're playing against other people trying to sink it as fast as you can. But you know what? I got to do the first hole, couldn't even finish the second one. All got kicked out. Just be like, would you want to play this online against people? Probably not. Like, if I was to ever play this, I would just play through the PGA Tour, the career mode. That's it, really. This mode seems alright, but I wouldn't like to spend much time with it. Yeah, the whole course creation seems interesting, but God, that's a lot. That is a lot of work to be making courses. It's a bit like, oh, okay, this is it'll be like super time consuming. I think just like, you could probably make something that looks alright, but even with that, they didn't add anything zany and crazy. That's what they should have done. They should have gone for, real golf and then crazy golf type thing. Really try and meld it together and make it a bit more of a fun game for people. But they clearly haven't bothered. Really, they've got a rubbish looking game which actually plays pretty alright. It doesn't play too bad. But when you look at its Metacritic, it's sitting on a 76, which is pretty good, and you can kind of see why that is, because it does play quite well, but it looks proper garbage. It doesn't look great, and its user score is 6.3, which isn't too bad, really. That's probably what I would give it. I would probably give it like a 6.5, because it does play alright. It just looks god awful. No, it doesn't look god awful. It just looks like a game that isn't a year old. It looks like something that's more like 6 years old, really. But even that, look at Mortal Kombat X, that's 6 years old, and that looks much better than this. It looks like an early kind of like PS4 sports game, really. That's all you can say. Now, if I was to give this a game score, I feel like I would probably go on the lines of probably giving it a thumb in the middle, really, for game score. I feel like that's probably the fairest score to give it, because it does kind of play alright. It's just not really my bag, but it's an alright game to kind of jump in and have a go, because it does play quite well for a golf game. But you know, if I had a choice of golf games on the PS4, I'd definitely 9.5 times out of 10 I'd rather play Everybody's Golf, just because it's probably more my cup of tea, really. It's a bit more kind of arcadey fun type thing, it is. So I would rather play that over and over than play this. But jumping in, once you start playing it, you kind of start like get into the rhythm. But then, you know, after you've done those few holes, you are going to be like, oh, I think I want to play something else. I'm done with this. I'm done with this game. But you know, for my offering score, I'm going to give it a thumbs down. Really, I don't feel like them giving us a sports game that is over a year old when there is a new one about to come out, I assume. I just feel like it's a very poor offering for them to give us, really. You know, if you're going to give us a sports game, at least, you know, with it being like 6 months after it initially came out, so you've got like another 6 months before the new one comes out. Really, that's how you do sports games. You don't do it over a year of it being released. You just, in my eyes, you like, no, I don't accept that. I don't think that's good at all. So yeah, offering score is a definite thumbs down for PGA Tour 2K21 for me personally. But now we've done all the PS4 games, we'll do like an overall look at the month. So we'll just look at the PS5 game Hell Let Loose. Now I don't have PS5, so I can't play it and I can't really give any comments on it, but it looks quite interesting from the footage I have seen. So when I do get a PS5, I will do a kind of roundup of all the PS5 only games that I've missed, but that looks alright. But our first PS4 game was Mortal Kombat X. I played that when it originally came out. It's still quite a fun game to play, considering it's 6 years old now. But I have to say, where it's a great game to play, it's a rather disappointing they've given us that. I gave a game score of a thumbs up because it is a solid, good game and it looks and plays pretty damn well. As an offering score, I gave it a thumbs down because, dudes, why have we been given a 6-year-old Mortal Kombat game when they could have given us like the 3-year-old Mortal Kombat game. They should have given us Mortal Kombat 11. That would have been the better choice of game to give us for October. And October should be games which are slightly scary. Really, they should have that. They should be of that caliber. I feel like, to be honest, they need to be a slightly scary because we're on that month of Halloween and all that stuff. So you need to. It needs to be one of those months where it's like, all right, let's give them something that which will poop their pants, and it does that, but it's just not a good offering. Really, we should have got something better, and Mortal Kombat X is not what we should have got. We should have got 11 if they wanted to give us a Mortal Kombat game. That's all I have to say. Now, our second and last PS4 game for October is what I'm playing now, is PGA Tour 2K21. Now, it plays okay. It doesn't look okay, really, but it's a year-old golf game. We shouldn't be getting these games, I personally feel like. That's why I've given a thumb score of a thumb in the middle for the game score, because it does play alright. It plays quite nice for what it is, really, but it's a bit of an ugly game to look at, really. It just plays alright, and if you like golf, yeah, you probably will really enjoy this game if you like golf. Really, I'm not a golf fan, but I'm kind of playing it and I'm like, oh, this is alright, plays okay, blah 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 blah. But my offering score, another thumb down really for this game. You know, they've given us a sports game for the month, which I don't agree with, and they've given us a sports game which is technically out of date now because there is a new one out or to be out, so it's not good at all. To get it, really very, very disappointing. So if we're just looking at the PS4 games and we look at it as an overall score for October's games, we're going to give an overall game score of a 3/4 of a thumb up, because it's at the saving grace it was Mortal Kombat X, because I personally feel like that is a really, really good game. But the offering score, this is where this month has been an utter failure for PS Plus subscribers. It's a thumbs down for the month, really. It's a terrible month of offerings, really. Like, Sony should have done better with this month. We should have gone and been a bit more out there of the offerings you gave us, especially when you kind of read that in some of the kind of Asian, I think it was in the Asian territories, they gave Castlevania Requiem, which I do have a digital copy of, but that has Symphony of the Night, Castlevania Symphony of the Night, and Castlevania, I always forget how it's pronounced, I think it's Rondo of Blood. It was the one that was released on the PC Engine, and that has that, really, and they kind of added that into some other regions. I don't know why they didn't give it to us. That probably would have made the month probably slightly better in a way, in the offerings department, because at least it would have probably slightly fitted the mood of what you would expect the October kind of run of games to be like. Maybe have a slight theme for it for the month, but they didn't do that theme. It's like they've kind of ignored the theme, and I don't get it. Like, why would you ignore it? You would think, all right, let's do this, it's perfect, but they didn't. Anyway, so overall score is 3/4 of a thumb up game score for the month and a full thumb down for as the offering score for the month. So really disappointing month of games. Another disappointing month really of offerings. So not good. But anyway, that is October's PS Plus plays done. That is. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Let me know your thoughts. What are your thoughts of the month? Have you enjoyed the games this month? Do you really like PGA Tour 2K21? Do you think it's the best game they could have given us for October? What are your thoughts? Let me know, really. We can have a discussion of how I think you're crazy, because I think you are crazy for thinking that. But anyway, everyone can have an opinion. It's all a bit of fun. So anyway, until my next video, guys, take care, look after yourselves, and I shall see you soon. Goodbye.